Welcome to Card Corner. These are the cards. That's the corner. Today I've got this big Kleenex box full of trading cards that I got from friend of the channel, Milo, over at the Trading Cards channel. He's told me a little while ago that he just had so many cards that he's been giving them away, and I figured, hey, I'm someone you can give away some cards to. So the next time I saw him, he gave me this. Let's check it out. I actually do really appreciate the mode of transport being this Kleenex box. I can just imagine him stuffing them in one at a time, knowing that I'd never be able to take them all out this way. So I have to open the sides. I'm excited to see what's in here. All right, first we got some baseball. It's Kevin Parada from New York. Which New York team is it? I'm not even sure. I guess it's the New York Yankees based on these pinstripes here. Here we've got Marcelo Meyer on Boston. Switching over to hockey, it is Ivan Prosvetov from the Coyotes. I think Milo is also Jays and Leafs collector, so I'm not sure we're going to see any cards for our Jays and Leafs collection, unfortunately. But next up is a Garbage Pail Kid. It is Fridge Frankie. Looks like he's getting a Cabbage Patch Kid all gross. And it's Tenderized Travis. Looks like he pounded himself there with a spiky hammer. Here is Refined Reggie. This one feels more like a sticker. Well, maybe they're all stickers. Refined Reggie. Having a pound dog meal there. Have a sliced turd. And Sick Vlad. I prefer these Garbage Pail Kids cards when they are a reference. But it's nice to have some variety. We don't check out a lot of these Garbage Pail Kids on the channel. So that's that. And next up is Hai Seong Kim from the Padres. Shortstop card. It looks like a newer card, but is meant to look like a card from the 90s. It's got that sort of matte finish on it. All right, and here is looks like a card from Sliders. You got Jerry O'Connell there, and not sure what this actress's name is, but here's Maximilian Arturo, played by John Rhys Davies. Patriots. Held prisoner in the Oakland Breeding Center, the Sliders put their trust and their freedom in the hands of a fellow breeder who plans an escape to Mexico with the woman he loves. But the authorities are close behind, and defectors can be shot on sight. When Arturo is captured by the Australian recruiters and Quinn is hidden by a lonely widow, it's up to Wade to broker a deal to free her friends. I do got some Sliders packs coming up for you guys. Been sitting on those ones for a while now. Here is Dane Myers on the Marlins. And Clayton Kershaw on the Dodgers. Trying real hard right there. All right, and this looks like it's from Mortal Kombat. That's Sonya Blade right there. Kicking some guy in the midsection. My favorite so far. And here is S. Huff, the catcher for the Rangers. It's got this pretty old school look there. I guess this is the Gypsy King set. Haven't opened any of those yet either. Oh, and here's some more Mortal Kombat. It is Sonya Blade pointing a gun at some guy. And I think this is it Liu Kang? I forget what the bad guy's name is. I think Liu Kang is the other good guy. I can't remember his name right now. But it looks like he's going to run her into a wall or something. And here we get a Jedi lightsaber. Elegant sword of pure energy. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight. Not as clumsy or as random as a blaster. A lightsaber can be dangerous to an unskilled user. Nice Alec Guinness quote there. And here are a couple of shiny Stars of MLB Topps cards. Bryce Harper and Jordan Lawler. I think we sent him the Guerrero, one of these. It's a pretty cool insert. Got the background, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be some glass getting shattered, like if they're playing on the street there. All right, and here is Coach Harold from, I believe it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You can use the coach to fight some zombies. And it's a baseball trivia quiz. Most valuable players. What MVP won a batting title with the lowest average ever recorded? Pete Rose, Rod Carew, Robert Clementine, or Carl Yastrzemski? I'm going to say Pete Rose because he's the only guy that I know. It is Yastrzemski, the AL leader. Never heard of him. All right, here's Chris Murphy. Trying real hard. Oh, it looks like it's snowing. It's like a Christmas Christmas parallel, or is the Christmas set? That's weird. I don't think they play baseball in the wintertime. But I'm sure if you like baseball, you'd ask for it for Christmas as well. Oh, this guy's trying real hard. Joe Ryan on the Minnesota Twins. Pretty sweet lenticular. There he's winding up and throwing. Teddy Higuera. And that makes it for a thick card, but I do like it. I sort of wish they did this more, but it doesn't seem like they do it in modern cards very much. Also, it kind of works better if you go this way. I'm not sure they know. And, it's time for another baseball trivia quiz. Name the MVP who is one of two players to hit 5 home runs in a doubleheader. 1 of 2, 5 home runs. Man, there's a lot of stipulations there. Is it Stan Musial, Willie Mays, Mike Schmidt, or Joe Medwick? I'm going to say Willie Mays. I think he's the only guy I know. It is a Musial. I think I may have opened a card of his in the past. All right, we got some Spider-Man coming up. This is from Into the Spider-Verse. I thought that movie was all right. Definitely, I think my favorite Spider-Man movie is the Tobey Maguire one, in particular the second one with Dr. Octopus. The Prowler attacks Spider-Man. Another enemy wearing a purple mask and cape comes out of nowhere and ambushes Spider-Man. He starts jetting around in high-tech boots and swiping at Spidey with metal claws. It's the Prowler. I forget that part. All right, Miles has been followed. Got some tentacle action there. A tentacle bursts through the door. It's Doc Ock. She knocks a tray of tea out of Aunt May's hand, and the Spider Gang gets ready to fight her so Miles can sneak out the back door to safety. Yeah, that second one is definitely my favorite. It's got a lot of like Sam Raimi sort of signature like camera movements, and what's his name, Molina. I like him too. the guy who plays Dr. Octopus. Miles swings through chaos. Doc Ock attacks again, but gets sideswiped by a bus. Unfortunate. Miles swings between spinning cars and floating buildings on his way to the control panel and prepares to insert the goober. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. I do not remember what the goober is. All right, and here is Brian Woo. Trying real hard. Another Christmas guy. I wonder if it would be more difficult to play baseball in the winter. My guess is yes. What is this set? Is this like a Christmas set? I guess it must be. Oh, it's a rookie card of Brett Wisely. Brett Wisely, Rookie in the Snow. Oh, and you got some Street Fighter here. It looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme fighting in some weird fantasy prison. Talking with the enemy. Looking over the body of the dead assassin, Cammy notices the tattoo of Sagat's dreaded Shadaloo Tong. Guile is briefed on Sagat's resume, including the fact he supplied Bison with weapons. Guile has an idea on how to find Bison's fortress by using Sagat. His thought process is stopped by the sound of the prison alarm. Fight in the prison compound. All eyes are on the mob as it attacks Kent and Ryu. The pair hold their own as, one by one, the assailants come after their prey. Finally, it is Vega and his makeshift bamboo claw versus Ryu. As the two face off for the second time, the fight is broken up again by the Stockade MPs. Knowing Sagat will not trust any new friends, Guile wants to talk his plan over with Sagat's new enemies and orders the two brought to him. Haven't opened any of these yet either, but I did pick up the full set at one of the previous card shows, which I will show you guys one day. And I think I got some other Street Fighter cards here somewhere too, but I don't know where they are. All right, and here is, looks like they're on the set of Jeopardy! Going to show me some questions up here. Oh, it's some behind the scenes. General Bison's command center, deep below the supposedly empty ruins of Shadaloo Palace, had been one of the most highly kept secrets in the world. For years, American and Allied intelligence agents have tried and failed to get any details of this high-tech lair. Now you have all the details in the palm of your hand. Read on, but remember to eat this card after you've memorized its details. It is big, has some guys, some screens. 84 screens doesn't seem that impressive anymore. 16 computer workstations, that's kind of like my computer science class, and the capacity of hostage pit is 65. It's a good stat. I like when they put stats like that on cards. All right, here we've got Brandon Walter contorting his throwing arm like crazy. Cade Marlowe getting ready to bat. Looks like he took a slide earlier in the game. Oh, here's Bobby Witt Jr. Gonna slide into a base there. I thought he was jumping to catch a ball, but he's not wearing any gloves. Here is Samad Taylor from the Royals. Nolan Shanuel from the Angels. It is Students of the Game. The Brave Stars are learning mid-game. It's their checklist. All the Braves right here. Here they are learning. Tell me what you think they are looking at on the screen here in the comments below. Oh, it looks like we do get a J. It is Jesse Chavez. Jesse Chavez. He's got some tattoos going on there, and he's Of course, trying real hard. Looks like he's been in the MLB for quite a while. I'm gonna save that one for our Jays collection. All right, next stack. We've got this guy who's from the B team of the Power Rangers. It is Rocky. I don't think I ever saw a Rocky when I was watching it. With the departure of Jason, Zach, and Trini, who have been selected to attend a World Peace Conference in Switzerland. I think it was a contract dispute. Zordon has chosen Rocky, Adam, and Aisha to join Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly as Power Rangers. Jason, Zach, and Trini retrieved the Sword of Light from the desert planet, which enabled them to transfer their special powers to the new Power Rangers. That is convenient to continue the story. I have a number of this guy, I think, already. Next up, it is Balkan Skull. Nice. That's a nice double character card there. I'll get some trivia. Hide it for you guys. Balkan Skull work on a new plan to find out who the Power Rangers are during a road race competition in Angel Grove. What type of plant did Lord Zed switch with Kimberly that caused her to become jealous? Switch with Kimberly. I don't know, I'm going to say she had a ficus. Oh, we don't even get to find out. Oh, it's on a different card. That sucks. I do like the front of that card, though. All right, looks like we got some Pokemon. It is Ms. Magius. Ms. Magius? You can evolve some guys. I don't know. Never heard of that one. Looks like it's from the Halloween set. I've seen the Halloween set for sale a lot now that Halloween's over. I think you can get these packs for pretty cheap, but I don't know if anything is in them or not. It is Drifblim. Didn't play that Pokemon. A Litwick. I don't know how I feel about the picture style in that one. It's like all computer generated. Poltergeist. Not to be confused with the Trauma Films Poultrygeist. Here is Grievard. Wow, he looks like a Hanna-Barbera character. This friendly Pokemon doesn't like being alone. Pay it even the slightest bit of attention, it will follow you forever. Oh no. And here is Dusclops. Its body is entirely hollow. When it opens its mouth, it sucks everything in as if it were a black hole. Alright, here is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Rescue Party. Got Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael and Leonardo on this one. The turtles stand above the guards they've just defeated. Well, that was easy, comments Donatello. Yeah, a little too easy, adds Leonardo. Don looks to the far side of the central yard where a dim figure can be seen tied to a stake. It's Raph. Yeah, because I think he got captured in that one. Because he's brooding alone somewhere. All right, here's more Christmas hits of Michael Conforto from the Giants. Looks like he just did a pretty nice hit. Looking to see where it goes. Here is Tony Kemp. Looks like he just hit a ball too, or maybe struck out, not too sure. And it is Rafael Devers on the Boston Red Sox. I guess it is just an entire set of snow in the background. Where do they come up with this kind of stuff? It seems so arbitrary. Here's Evan Carter from Texas. Maybe he's a minor league guy. Carter rocked through the Texas farm system in 2022, thanks in no small part to his defensive prowess. The outfielder was one of 9 prospects to win a Rollings Gold Glove Award, showcasing his range and arm. He had a .973 fielding percentage and 3 outfield assists in 88 games across 2 levels. Evan Carter. I don't know if he's been in the MLB yet. Here's Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts. Looks like he's trying to see if it got a home run. If he got a home run. All right, and here's some Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of cool Pharaoh looking guy there. I don't know what the card does, but even if it were English, I wouldn't know what it does either. Are they all shiny in the letters there? Here's Jacob Amaya on the Marlins. And oh, it looks like it's Dennis Hopper from Waterworld. Is that who played that guy? I forget. Collision course. As the Trimaran tries to escape the battle, the deacon and his adjutants start yelling and whistling, trying to draw the attention of the Hellfire gunboat. But the gunner is too obsessed with killing, blasting any target, whether it's meaningful or not. The deacon's miffed that the gunboat isn't paying attention. You stupid gunboat. Is that a little kid smoking? It's been a while since I have seen this movie. It kind of has like a bad reputation as being a flop and like really expensive. But I remember thinking it was pretty fun when I was a kid. I'll probably have to check that out sometime soon. Maybe I'll get a pack of cards and then I'll watch it. Here's Wisdom and Wizardry. I think she had like the map to the last island on her back. Helen seeks out Gregor, the local inventor, who is the smartest of all the atollers. Like Helen, he's one of the few who still believe in the possibility that dry land might actually exist. His workshop walls are covered with Enola's mysterious doodles, drawings, and sketches. And here is Collins on the socks. Pretty dopey looking like promo picture here, but it looks like he's not even it's not even being taken by the camera that's at that photo shoot. No stats on the back, just a number. It's a nice, pretty thick card. Interesting idea. Looks like he's a rookie. And here's a puzzle from Monster Island. Collect all 24 pieces. I was just telling you where each number goes. Alright, I don't think these connect. This is from Monster in My Pocket? I think so. The source group, I don't know who that is. Alright, here is a, looks like character without a name from Mortal Kombat. He's probably gonna tell them where to go in this book here, The Legend of the Tournament. Alright, here's Big Daddy Kane. Yo MTV Raps card. Yo Fact. Kane's group consists of Mr. C, Scoob Lover, and Scrap Lover. Mr. C is the DJ, Scoob and Scrap are the dancers. Kane's music captures the reality of life on the streets and offers a message of hope and self-determination. And he's on the Cold Chillin' label. Big Daddy Kane. Next up, it is another garbage pail. It looks like a chrome. This one is Baked Jake. Looks like he's literally being baked in the desert. Or figuratively, I'm not sure. A lot of like dust on this one. You sending me these dusty cards, Milo? Alright, here's a couple more Blue Jays. First up, it's Tom Candiotti. Trying real hard. It's one of those sort of like old styled cards. What year is it? Oh, it looks like it's actually one of those old cards from 1992. It is an old card for real. But this one is a fake old card. It is Manoa. Does he have his name tattooed on his arm? In case he forgets. Looks like he's only played 51 games. Got some more stats there. I don't love when they like spell it out. It's kind of on the nose for like the old timey set. I don't know, kind of makes it harder to read. Here's Manoa. Wonder if he's got a last name. Add him to the Jays collection though. And here is Harness Hero Village Connection. Jockey there. Looks like he's going to fall off. Just some honors, and breeder is the talk of the town out of Brampton, Ontario. It looks like it's some Canadian horse racing cards. Got Village Connection there. I don't know if I've opened any horse racing cards, just some police horse cards. It is kind of fun that they're Canadian. Here's Mookie Wilson. Also got himself dirty earlier in the game. From Fleer 1990. He's probably got doubles of that one. Alright, and here is Fozzie Bear with the Vancouver Canucks logo. The franchise highlight. The Canucks reached the Stanley Cup Finals last season for the second time in history. I remember this was after this card was made, but they lost in the finals and then they like burnt down Vancouver. Oh man. Vancouver's best regular season was 1992 and 93 with a club record of 646 wins, division title, and playoff berth. And the name game. The Canucks were named after a term that is slang for Canadian. Just name them the Vancouver Canadians. I think that's taken. So there's technically two Canadians. Teams, the Canadians. How many words can you find in automobile? I probably wouldn't have gotten metal in 1,000 years. Okay, I can spell Lambo. Half word there. I got a Tom. Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. I need like a pen and paper to do this one. Here's a ringed skink. Ringed skink. Never seen one of those before. I can spell boom. Yeah. No. Let me know how many words you can spell in the comments. Do this one for me. All right, here we've got a very shiny Noah Syndergaard from the Los Angeles Dodgers, I guess. Syndergaard may have to cross comic book universes for a new nickname. A more appropriate moniker for the hard thrower would be the Flash, as few could keep up with the speed of his fastball. From 2015 to 21, only Aroldis Chapman can claim more pitches topping 99 miles per hour than the big righty, who has tossed 1,235 such balls. That's a lot of balls. I think that they also like basically only do like 1 or 2 pitches per ball, which seems kind of wasteful. Here's some carnival goers, carnival clown guys from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame? I don't know. I saw this movie in the theater, but it was the drive-in, so sitting in the car. Today in the town square is the Festival of Fools, a grand celebration filled with music, jugglers, dancing, and fun. Colorful tents dot the cobblestone streets, and streamers wave in the breeze, and as the townspeople take part in the fun. And we got The Past Comes Alive. Pretty cool giant monster wrecking a city. Not quite a kaiju, I guess, but it's the thought that counts. Verzano Bridge destroyed by Behemoth. Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. At the height of the rush hour, a gargantuan prehistoric creature materialized out of thin air and demolished the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, killing thousands of frenzied commuters. The cars of these hapless victims became steel coffins as they plunged into icy waters below, several striking a ferry boat that was cruising in the area. The beast, an Ultrasaurus, ripped apart the suspension wires and toppled the enormous concrete towers that were the pride of Brooklyn. Then it disappeared into the sea. Incredibly, reports of similar sightings have been flooding newsrooms across the world. Can this sudden crisis have something to do with the time scan malfunction reported last night? The time scan malfunction? That would be crazy. All right, it's another Blue Jay. It is a Bob McDonald. Looks like he's chewing on some sort of carcinogenic substance there. Bob attended Rutgers University. He played in New Jersey League versus ex-major leaguer Jeff Musselman. Some more Jays. Always appreciate that. And, it's Dougie. Doug Gilmore. Hey, Dougie. He was featured a lot in like commercials when I was a kid, including for the like milk lobby that just sells the idea of drinking milk, I guess. They came and they said that Doug Gilmore was in the building and we were gonna go meet him and he was gonna sign a bunch of autographs, but then they just had these posters. They made the joke that he'd been like squished by a steamroller or something, and it was these posters of Doug Gilmore, except his legs were like milk cow pattern. We all thought that was pretty hokey at the time. Promising us a celebrity and then not following through. All right, here's some Norfin trolls. It is Roger. I guess he says that because they go Roger to say that they understood what the person is saying. Which way is Mars? Looks like he's like standing on the Earth. A giant troll. Roger is the Norfin Astronorf. He is walking on the surface of the moon. His next stop is the North Star. He is the commander of the Explorer Troll spacecraft, which is based at Cape Canaverdorf. While on this mission, he is scheduled to station a communications satellite in outer space for AT&T. All troll telephones. What is Norfin? Is it like the company that makes them? They they wrote the company like that makes the product's name into the puns. Huh. Like I don't even remember them Norfin at all, and I had several trolls. All right, and here is a Return of the Jedi sticker. Looks like Wicket's right foot. It's a cool picture of Vader on the back there, though. I like that one. All right, we're going to look at, I think, one more stack and then probably call it a day. Look at some more later. All right, starting us off with some baseball players, it is S. Beer. feel like if your name is beer, you're gotta learn to drink a lot. Here's Yelich. He's stoked about holding a bat. In the American League leaders is Yandy Diaz, Corey Seager, and Bo Bichette. I guess that's a J, so it counts for the J's pile. Here's a Ha-Seong Kim from the Padres. Looks like he's running in a homer. Future star K. Brian Hayes. Got that ball in lock. Here are the Atlanta Braves. I think this is a checklist. Did they win? I think they won recently. Atlanta's 126 days without a winning record in 2021 were the most by a division champ since 1989, but the Braves took control in mid-August to finish 88-73 with a 6.5 game margin. They weathered the midseason loss of superstar outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. by fielding 3 of the 4 top RBI men in the NL. Adam Duvall, Austin Riley, and Ozzie Albies. Charlie Morton and Max Fried were 14-game winners. Going crazy there. It is another future star. It is Tristan McKenzie. Trying real hard. Here's another future star, Jared Kelenic. Hitting the ball. Oh, look at that guy's hair. Also trying real hard. It is Kevin Gausman. Another Blue Jays pitcher. And here is Mike Piazza. I think they named video games after him. The 1987 record breakers. The longest streak by a backstop. Santiago's 34-game hitting streak sets rookie standard. Padres catcher Benny Santiago tonight batted safely in his 34th consecutive game to set Major League rookie record. The former mark of 27 straight games was set by Pirates' Jimmy Williamson in 1899. That is a long-standing record. Next up, another Blue Jay. It's C. Biggio. Biggio? He plays second base and third base, depending on how he's feeling that night. All right, next up is Brandon Donovan off the St. Louis Cardinals. We've got DJ Stewart on the Orioles. Looks like a new old card there. Future star Jake Cronenworth on the Padres. Here's a Superman 2, Man of Steel returns. Christopher Reeves up there. Here is what your completed orange border puzzle will look like. I got no puzzle cards. Wish I knew what was happening there, though. Here is the Destructive Winds. Bad guys from Superman 2. Oh, there's a puzzle piece. His secret revealed. I guess she found out it was Superman. I like the backs on all these old ones that have like sort of a limited color range. I think that they pretty striking. The events of the past few days suggest one thing to Clark Kent. His destiny as Superman, as the protector of the weak and defender of human freedom, cannot be stopped, not even by love. So, to remove the complications and burdens that knowledge of his secret identity might bring her, Clark Kent gives Lois Lane a very tender kiss of forgetfulness, a farewell to their affair, and a resumption of life as usual around the Daily Planet offices. The end. He just kisses her and she forgets. Seems a little suspect. All right, here, this Buck Rogers. He claims to belong to a United States, whatever that is, says the villainous Kane. Luckily, Princess Ardala remembers her Earth history. That was an imperial society destroyed over 500 years ago. Some Buck Rogers. Oh, and we're already back to Superman. It is destroying Metropolis. Gonna run cars into the ground. Film veteran Jackie Cooper talks about playing Perry White. I finally realized once an actor, always an actor. You can stay out of the water for 10 years, but if you fall back in, you find you can still swim. Guess he didn't act for a little while. All right, Superman, now a mere mortal. Looks like he's trapped in some ice crystal there. Oh, no context. Here is the coolest man in town. He's using his ice breath. Superman versus Godzilla. Who would win? Let me know in the comments. All right, here is Professor Maximilian Arturo. We're buds, right? Arturo, you can be my bud any day. Quinn finds he insulted Professor Arturo, was fired from his job, and kissed Wade while he was gone. In his basement, there's an alternate Quinn who's caused the ruckus and solved Quinn's equation. Pulled back through the wormhole, Quinn's double fails to complete his warning about the timer. Wade shows up with the professor, who's stunned to find the equation solved. It's nothing less than proof of the grand unified theory, the holy grail of quantum physics. Not sure if that's been solved in real life yet. All right, here's Battle of the Kryptonians. General Zod. Terrence Stamp talks about playing General Zod. General Zod is a nasty, arrogant, cruel, cunning, vicious, violent, and thoroughly despicable. If you ask him for the time of the day, he will probably reply by killing you. It is a joyous and refreshing change to play a truly two-dimensional character. He just likes that it's not that fleshed out. He's just evil for the sake of evil. Here's Ursa hurls a deadly lid. Looks like she's throwing a manhole cover at a guy. Sarah Douglas talks about playing Ursa. I adore Zod. I try to please him. Otherwise, it's all death and destruction. My costumes are marvelous, made of black organza. It's the best of both worlds. While the kids will hate me for my wickedness, their dads should say, well, at least she's sexy. Their dads. Oh. Don't bring mom to Superman 2. Here is raiding the Daily Planet. Flying in like vampires. Oh, another puzzle card. The Terror on the Moon. Oh, looks like he is throwing an astronaut. Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mind on Earth. He's been called everything from genius to madman, killer to debonair charmer. Usually with dim-witted assistants at his side, this nefarious king of crime discovers a challenge worthy of his greatest efforts in The Man of Steel. Superman is good to what Lex Luthor is too rotten. Oh, it's like an SAT. Remember this for your SATs. Here is Superman, now a mere mortal. We already opened that one. Guess is that doubles? Yeah, alright. So, now that I got doubles, I can let one of these go if somebody emails the email on the About page of the YouTube channel. That's how we do trades around here. I will give you one or both of these Superman, now a mere mortal card if you send me basically anything that is worth showing off on the channel. I'm not that picky. You know what I like. I like the green dragon. What is his name? The Savage Dragon. One thing that's difficult about writing comic books is having the hero swinging all over the city saying, look, there's a crime. If I ran into that many crimes, I would be wondering what's wrong with me. He's just a police dragon. Here he is again. Got some staples on his face. The Chicago medium bombards the dragon with questions following his heroic show of strength. He replies simply, "I'm just another cop. This city's been held down for too long. It's been taken over by vermin who prey on innocence. I'm here to take it back." Tough on crime, comic book character, very relatable. Alright, and here is Thunderbirds. It's a heroic choice. You got the cowardly choice. This is the heroic choice. Alan and the Hood engage in a massive battle. However, the Hood is perilously close to falling to his death. Alan does not want to save his life, but reaching forward, he admits that is what international rescue does. Saving people even if they suck. Alright, here we've got, it is a kid. A kid. Like one kid or Adam Kid. Hailing from Madrid, A Kid is the first WWE superstar to represent Spain. Since he debuted in WWE in 2019, A Kid has made a major impact in NXT UK. He combined his striking submission skill and high flying to emerge victorious in the tournament to crown NXT UK's inaugural Heritage Cup champion. A Kid. Just one. Alright, now here's a guy who is named Austin Gunn. Looks like he's getting ready to fight someone, like wrapping up his wraps there. Along with brother Colton and father Billy, the Gunn Club racked up an impressive 24 consecutive wins in trios tag team matches before their first loss. His tag team is with his brother and his dad. That would be, I don't know, I think they would argue a lot. All right, we got a couple of Pete's players. It is Chad Grills and Jason Daw. Not a single, oh, here's another one. We also got Mike Harding. We'll throw in a Georgie Kinnear for good measure. And Brett Tully while you're at it. It looks like the card company came here on picture day. Or just asked for the pictures after. And there's not a Pete in the bunch. Not a Pete in the bunch. Knows how that high self-esteem means you believe in yourself and you respect yourself and others. People with high self-esteem don't use drugs. Police laws and youth. He's from Scarborough. I used to live there. Oh, there's a Peterborough. There's Pete. Chad Grills tells you to consider others before you act. Your actions may hurt someone else in your family or someone you care about. And did they, interview them about these tips for... Mike Harding knows that regular marijuana smokers usually have lower school marks, low self-esteem, and become dependent on the drug. I'm sure Mike Harding said that. What a square. Geordie Kinnear knows a true friend would never ask you to do anything that could get you into trouble. Brett Tully says the way you behave is important. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Wow, a bunch of goodies on the Pete's here. Look at them. Look at these goodies. A lot of them. All right. This looks like we've got one last sliders card. It is tune in, turn on, turn over. Looks like they're going to do the thing where they open the portal into another dimension. She does not look, she's kind of scared or stunned or wonder what's happening. Their timer needs a rest, but that's too bad because they've just landed on a world swarming with killer spider wasps. They escape to a world where tie-dyed hippies protest an unpopular war in Australia, but they become separated. Wade enlightens some flower children while Rembrandt finds his counterpart unhappily married to a high school sweetheart. Can Quinn and Arturo repair their timer and find their friends before the authorities do? Yeah, they just think that Sliders had a really, good concept. Especially in season 1. I thought it was a lot of fun. The fact that they could basically, do whatever they want every week was pretty neat. And it was fun. Like, it was cool how they would like have like some similar things, but then oftentimes it was like, "Are we home? Are we home?" And then like, no, we found some reason that something that proves that we're not at home. It is a really good premise for a sci-fi show. Back in the day, then they made a lot of those sort of like sci-fi driven shows on what do you call it, on like we had like channel 4, it was called the new VR, and they'd show like Cleopatra 2525 and Andromeda and all that kind of stuff. I feel like Sliders was like like one of the few that really sort of stood the test of time. Not the test of time, but it was a cut above of the rest of them. Haven't heard anyone talk about Sliders in years. All right, and we've got Peter B. Parker leaves Miles behind. Peter B. Parker tries to skip the trip home and take on Kingpin, but Miles won't let him. He snags Peter with a web and dangles him over the portal. Peter takes a leap of faith and disappears. More Spider-Verse. All right, looks like we got one last Christmas card. It is Luis Castillo. I wonder what he's doing this year. And is Ty France on Seattle. Absolute Baseball. I don't think we have one of these. This whole border looks very... it reminds me of like when I would first learn how to use Photoshop, the kind of things that I would do, just like to show off that I knew how to use Photoshop. Panini, of course it's Panini. And second to last is Biz Markie, the rapper. Biz Markie, born Marcel Theo Hall, is best known for his 1989 hit song Just a Friend, which reached number 9 on the Billboard charts. The catchy tune, which incorporates the 1968 song You Got What I Need, became wildly popular and was named one of the 100 greatest hip-hop songs of all time by VH1 in 2008. Biz Markie there. And last but not least, it is Just Listen. This is a Stranger Things card. Though his friends think he ditched them for the jocks, Lucas finally gets in contact with them while the basketball team is distracted with their manhunt. While he is still under the impression Eddie murdered Chrissy, he warns his friends that something bad is about to happen. It is Stranger Things. All right, that is it for today. I don't really feel like going through too much more. I'll look at one more. It is a treasure magic card. Treasure token. Thanks to Milo for hooking us up with some content here, and let me know which card you like the best. What do you guys do when you feel like you have too many cards? Like, do you try to sell them for cheap prices? You just give them away to people? Let me know what you guys do when you have cards like this. You can always send them to me. That's always an option. This is Card Corner opening a big Kleenex box full of cards. Don't forget to stop by, subscribe if you want to see me finishing the rest of these. Looks like we've got some tick coming up. Anyway, take it easy.